Hello everyone, welcome once again to week 4 lecture videos. In this video, I will be discussing the relationship between duration and maturity, yield, and coupon interest payments. So essentially, these are considered as the features of duration. So first of all, the relationship between duration and maturity. All of you understand by this time that as the maturity increases, duration will also increase. However, as maturity increases, duration increases, but increases at a decreasing rate. For example, you can see here that a bond that has a 3-year maturity, as the maturity increases to 6 years, so is the duration. Duration increases. However, when maturity doubles from 3 years to 6 years, the duration doesn't double. You can see the duration for a 3-year maturity bond is 2.78 years. If it is double, it should be more than 5, but you can see it's less than 5. So the duration increases with the maturity. However, it increases at a decreasing rate. The second feature is the duration and yields. Okay, now yield, what do we mean by yield? Yield means the discount rate that we use to discount the cash flows to find out duration. Now, there is an inverse relationship between duration and yield. Okay, so you understand that as yield increases, duration decreases. As yield decreases, duration increases. Okay, now you understand mathematically what's the use of the yield. You can remember the discount rate we use to discount cash flows, and that cash flows was multiplied by the timing, and finally we calculate duration. Now, as duration increases, the present value of the cash flows will decrease. As yield increases, the discount rate increases, the present value of the cash flow will decrease. And as the present value of the cash flow decreases, will have a similar impact on the duration. That means duration will also be lower. Now, intuitively, you know that when yield is higher, the discount rate is higher, the later cash flows are discounted heavily. We learned it earlier that with the discount rate changes, the later cash flow is affected more. So as the discount rate increases, later cash flows are discounted heavily, and the relative importance, that means the weighting of those later cash flows, also decline when compared to the earlier cash flows on the asset and liabilities. So this impacts negatively with the duration. That means duration decreases with the increase in yields. And last of all is a relationship between duration and coupon payment. So there is also an inverse relationship between duration and coupon interest payment. So higher the coupon interest payment, smaller the duration, or the lower the coupon interest payment, higher the duration. Okay, so we have seen an example previously in relation to this. So as the coupon payment increases, so we are getting larger cash flows quicker. As a result, the investment in the bond will be recovered quickly, so is reflected by the lower duration. So if we have an example here, you can see two securities, maturity as the same 2 years, yield at the same 10% and 10%, face value at the same 10,000. So only difference is the coupon rate for security A is 10% and coupon rate for security B is 12%. So if we calculate duration for security A, we find it is 1.91 years. We already know how to calculate duration from the last video. And if we calculate duration for security B, it's 1.89 years. So you can see that both the securities are similar in all aspects. Only difference is the coupon rate. So since security B's coupon rate is 12%, so you can see that first cash flow is 1,200, while the first security's first cash flow was 1,000. So in the case of security B, as I told you, that larger cash flows are coming quicker. So since larger cash flows are coming, it has a negative impact on the duration. The duration declines because larger cash flows are coming quicker. So the initial investment in the bond or in the security will be recovered quickly, which contributes to decline in the duration. So this is the end of our discussion on the features of duration. So we have seen that duration has a positive relationship with the maturity. Higher maturity, higher the duration. However, duration increases at a decreasing rate. And negative relationship between duration and yield, and also a negative relationship between duration and coupon payment. Thank you very much. The economic meaning of the duration will be discussed in the next video.